Did you know that during the global financial crisis, the US government approved a jaw-dropping $700 billion bailout package to rescue troubled financial institutions? Curious to learn more? Well, you're in for an exhilarating ride filled with eye-opening statistics, untold stories, and profound insights into the catastrophic events that shook the world. So, fasten your seatbelts as we unveil the captivating chronicles of these historic recessions that have left an indelible mark on our global economy. Welcome to the untold stories of global recessions. Let's kick off our exploration with the Panic of 1819, a recession that marked a milestone for the United States shortly after gaining independence. Here's a closer look at this remarkable event. The Panic of 1819 was triggered by a sharp decline in cotton prices, a result of reduced demand in Europe after the Napoleonic Wars. As a consequence, many American cotton farmers faced financial ruin. The recession led to widespread foreclosures and bankruptcies. It's estimated that around 100,000 people lost their lands and homes during this period, creating significant economic hardships for families. The Panic of 1819 resulted in soaring unemployment rates, reaching as high as 15% in some areas. The labor market was flooded with job seekers, creating fierce competition and pushing wages to all-time lows. The inflation rate during the Panic of 1819 reached an average annual rate of around 9.4%, significantly eroding the purchasing power of individuals. This added to the financial strain experienced by many during the recession. And now, let's delve into the dark depths of the Great Depression, a recession that left an indelible mark on the world. The Great Depression was triggered by the stock market crash of 1929, which wiped out billions of dollars in wealth. Stock prices plummeted, and investor confidence shattered, leading to a downward spiral of economic collapse. Unemployment rates skyrocketed during the Great Depression, reaching a staggering 25% in the United States. Millions of people lost their jobs. Facing dire circumstances and financial despair, the Great Depression saw a sharp decline in industrial production. Manufacturing output dropped by nearly 50%, exacerbating the economic turmoil and leaving countless businesses shuttered. The deflationary spiral deepened during the Great Depression, with prices falling by an average of 10% per year. This deflationary environment made it even more challenging for businesses and individuals to repay their debts. Now, let's shift our focus to the oil crisis of 1973–1975, a recession that sent shockwaves through the global economy. Here's a closer analysis of this groundbreaking event. The oil crisis was triggered by the OPEC oil embargo, which resulted in a quadrupling of oil prices within months. The price of crude oil skyrocketed from $3 to $12 per barrel, causing a massive shock to economies heavily reliant on oil imports. Inflation rates soared during the oil crisis, with some countries experiencing double-digit annual inflation. In the United States, the inflation rate surged from 3.4% in 1973 to a staggering 11% by 1974. Job losses were a significant consequence of the oil crisis. In the United States, over 2 million jobs were lost, and unemployment rates surged from 4.9% in 1973 to 9% by 1975. As a response to the crisis, governments implemented various measures, including fuel rationing and energy conservation programs. In the United States, the speed limit was reduced to 55 miles per hour to conserve fuel, leading to long lines at gas stations and significant changes in travel habits. Lastly, let's delve into the global financial crisis, a recession that rocked the world's financial markets and still resonates in our memories. Here's a closer analysis of this monumental event. The global financial crisis originated from the bursting of the US housing bubble and the subsequent subprime mortgage crisis. As a result, housing prices plummeted, leading to widespread foreclosures and financial instability. The crisis resulted in a staggering loss of employment worldwide. In the United States alone, around 8.7 million jobs were lost, and the unemployment rate peaked at 10% in October 2009. The global financial crisis had a significant impact on household wealth. It's estimated that U.S. households lost approximately $19.2 trillion in net worth, primarily due to declining home values and stock market losses. Governments and central banks implemented unprecedented measures to stabilize the financial system. The U.S. government approved a $700 billion bailout package to rescue troubled financial institutions, while central banks around the world lowered interest rates and implemented quantitative easing programs to stimulate economic activity. These recessions serve as reminders of the resilience of economies and the lessons we can learn from challenging times. Thank you for joining us today. And remember to stay informed and curious about the world of finance. Until next time.